Hello students, welcome to the class of Understanding the Literature. Today's topic is literature as a human phenomenon. All of us know that it is only the human being who is the creative animal on this earth. It is only the human being who has developed the means of communication. That's a language. It is only the human being who has originated and developed the civilization. He has developed the culture. It is only the human being who has created the various forms of arts. It is only the human being who has the instinct of creativity. This instinct of creativity has played a very vital, very important role in originating and developing our civilization. Literature is a part of our civilization. Literature is a part of our culture. It is a very human phenomenon. Literature is created by the human beings. It is created for the human beings. And it is based on the human life. So we can say literature is a human phenomenon. See, when a poet writes a poem, he expresses some emotions, he expresses some thoughts. But when a reader reads that poem, he finds that the emotions and thoughts which are expressed in that poem are exactly alike his own feelings and thoughts. This is because the feelings of a poet as a human being and the feeling of the reader as a human being are identical feelings. Their experiences are identical. They are similar. They are same. Actually, the experiences of all the human beings are same in all the ages and in all the countries. Apart from their race, apart from the religion, apart from the caste and the creed, we all human beings have the similar emotions. We all human beings have the similar thoughts and we have the same kind of aspirations. Our dreams are alike. Our emotions and feelings are alike. So when the writer, maybe American writer, maybe African writer or Indian writer, when they are talking about their love, actually the people in the other continent or in the other society also feel that it is all about their love. This is the specific feature of the literature, and this feature of literature is because the literature is based on human life, and human life is same, human life was same, and human life will be same so far as all the humanity is concerned. What we find in the literature, there are many themes, many subjects, but those themes and those subjects are not beyond the experiences of human life, human beings. Whatever we find in a story or poetry or novels and dramas, that is not beyond the human experiences, or whatever is experienced by the human beings, only that can be reflected and expressed in the literature. It means literature and the human life both are very closely related. We can say human life gives birth to the literature. In other words, we can say it is the literature that reflects the human life in it. No human life, no literature. And if there is a human life, definitely there will be the literature of any kind. Means we cannot separate these two things. See, you can ask me the question. Suppose there is a fable by Aesop, and the fable, it's very common, the story of hare and tortoise and their race. We can raise the question. In that story, there is no person as a character. There are two characters, one is a hare, other is a tortoise. But there is no human character. Still, that is the story related to the human life. How? Very simple. This is the story not about the hare and tortoise, but it is the story of the people who have the tendencies and the nature of tortoise and the hare. Means it is no more the animal story, but it is the human story, or we can say it is the animal story based on the human life. So the experience of the hare and the experience of the tortoise and experience of all the people some other time same, identical. This is the one way. Another example we take, suppose some writer or a poet is writing a poem on expressing his feeling of joy, and when a reader reads that, he finds that the emotion that is expressed by the poet is his own emotion, that is identical, that is similar, that is same. So how does happen? Obviously, the feeling of the poet and feeling of the reader is identical. There is no difference at all. So there are common human feelings. All the human feelings are common, similar, identical. All our experiences are common. Those experiences may be positive, negative. Experience may of joy or the sorrows. That's the same. Nowadays, all of us going through the phase of corona, the fear of American person is identical to the fear of British person. The fear of Indian person is identical to the fear of the Chinese person. So we cannot differentiate between the fear. Here it means that the emotions are same, the experiences are same, and those human experiences, those human feelings, those human aspirations, views and the thoughts are expressed in the literature. That is why we can say literature is the expression of human life. And we can say that it is only the human life which gives way to the literature. Thank you very much.